Hi, if you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps this channel and spread the message to help others. Thank you so much.
Hi, Brian Ritsuno here. Today, I wanted to actually talk about how to effectively build the relationship with anyone, and also this will help any situation, socialization, making friendship, having negotiation, good negotiations when you purchase things or making some sort of deals or yeah, I mean some sort of like a long-term relationship, and also yeah, like job interviews as well. Because we were all dealing with the human beings, and it's so important that we get this skills or understanding that you can actually bring forward the best that you have. When I was a kid, or like just a while back, like even 10 years back, when I was in 20s, I didn't really quite understand the the standard or some sort of like protocol that you have to actually have, and it tends to everything's just based on the feelings that I have, like intuition per se. It goes actually just so far if you just based your judgment of others based on the feeling, because some people can pretend, and then some people and everybody makes sort of like the have an opinions that actually grate your ego. And if you're just based on that feeling, then you start kind of not liking the person. So eventually in the long term, you pretty much don't dislike anybody. So if not, you basically your relationship, if you have a long-term relationship, it becomes very non-productive. It means it's just you're just hanging out and just talking about very unimportant things because that there was no friction, and since the matters are not that important, you never have to have the awkward or like a painful process of dealing with the situation. So the conversation becomes quite shallow, and we're not trying to get to any productive goals. So that's quite happened, and you tends to get really pissed off just because somebody said one thing or another, and then you determine that this person is like somebody that you dislike, and you pretty much just burn the bridge in this way. And seriously, like not being able to dealing with or interact with people effectively is to not losing much of opportunities, and also you would not be able to really judge who is actually can who can actually bring your life forward, or who is putting you down, just because your feeling is the standard. I I had I have this friend that since I knew from high school, who just has no ambition. I mean, no sense of success per se, right? I mean, what I'm trying to say is like he quits all the time. and talks a lot, just pretender, and not go anywhere. But this kind of guys are already safe. It's he's always at below you, and your feeling will never gonna get hurt by somebody saying anything to you. So if you're feeling based type of feeling human being, then you tends to spend this type of people. It's important, this type of relationship, but it's really have to know what kind of friend you have, and you need to really adjust the time, because there are so many people out there, like billions of people, and then who you want to associate with is somebody that who are productive and contributing to the growth of your being. And not doing so is such a disservice. Actually, you are committing almost criminal to yourself. So don't do this type of interaction with somebody not having any sort of a standard or protocol. So I wanted to actually talk about how we go about when it comes to having a great interaction and with others in any situations, and what we can do to maximize and then judge or the situation, and see both sides are can benefit each other. So first thing is that we really have to have a great mindset when you meet anybody, right? I mean, if you have a bad attitude from the beginning, it's all over. Just because you feel like crappy, you're just projecting or your life or feeling to others, and then immediately the interaction is gone, or going sour. So make sure that whenever you approach somebody, push yourself, be positive, like think about something good, even though you really don't feel like it, or you just never know who they are. Anybody you meet, approach with respect. We have no idea what they've been through, who they are. You can't really just tell by the appearance or the way they talk. The appearance is quite deceptive. So just have a human decency. When you meet somebody, have some energy, good attitude, as if you can learn something. And then definitely, if you listen to anybody carefully, you will learn something, and then they're very interesting. Now, next things, what's important is if you are going to certain situation that you know what's to be expected, like a job interviews, or who you're gonna meet, or things of the nature, like or go to the party or whatever. Just know as much as you can. Just prepare, because if you prepare, that also show the respect to the people over there, right? What they are probably interested in, things of nature. Like if you just go randomly there, I'm just hanging out, being there. It's almost like a little rude, because you're not taking what they're why they're spending time there that seriously. So don't be one of those. Just prepare, and also preparation is very important in any sort of like meeting. You might want to, for instance, like if you're going for the presentation, you definitely wanted to like practice, write down what you need to talk, and then practice in the mirror without seeing the paper all the time, or right. Some people say, "Oh, I have a confidence, just go the wing it or something. You wing it never gonna work. This type of situation, and people who wing it is generally just lazy, and it's just the excuse for not putting their work. And they're just saying that then if you don't prepare, you're preparing for failure, and this is really true. So just prepare any situation that if you know where you're going, like even if you go to purchase a car or purchase a house or whatever, definitely you need to prepare. Without doing so, will be being taken advantage of, and it's just disrespectful, and it's nothing good happen. Now, whenever you meet somebody, everything is interaction with people. So you want to create some kind of team dynamics. So it's a group setting, and when it comes to the group setting, you never want to be the one who have all the solutions. What I mean by that is you don't want to be the guy that always acting like, oh, I know everything, and okay, even though you're the best guy, okay, you're the expert, you're the number one guy, maybe high IQ, everybody else is just regular people. It doesn't matter. It just like it's a human community. Everybody has a feeling. It's not like a machine. Nobody, we're not machine, and the feeling really matters. So, and also you really have to understand, no matter how smart you are, how knowledgeable you are, you understand that you don't know everything, and a lot of people's idea are actually quite important in positive way and a negative way. I mean, negative way means just like, okay, I heard this idea, and then make sure that you understand that your idea is actually better. So every idea is actually meaningful, and everybody needs to feel included for the group to really thrive. So to alienate any of these people, why would you, right? If each one of them are actually prepare and then put some time, listen to each one of them carefully, and integrate, give them a credit that what they do, and then finally, when you acknowledge everything, and then if you're the decision maker, or if you have an opinion, incorporate and say your what they think, what you think, and what you think what's right way to do, and that's all what you can do, and respectfully. So make sure that this type of it comes down to really the attitude as well, right? And when everybody needs a positive attitude. So and another things, when it comes to here, never show this attitude of victim. A victim is like you complain to others, like, oh, poor me, somebody did wrong to me, that's why I'm in this situation, or things of nature. Okay, this guy was crappy boss, or something. It's easy to actually criticize anybody because everybody makes mistakes, but then you really have to. But who cares about other people, really, right? You're the one in control, or in a sense, you're the one can only change your life for the better, right? The most effectively. So why do you really bothered by anybody else? It's just a part of nature, part of life, that everybody's getting in the way once in a while. So don't blame anybody for what you feel, or what kind of state you're in. that's on you. Try to figure it out and then be positive about it, right? Okay, I'm here to make my life better. What can I do for you? I have done my part, or can you help me in some way to make my life better, or something along the line. And then no entitlement, right? I mean, entitlement is one of those that spoiled brat, right? You somehow deserve something. You don't. Well, we on Earth don't deserve anything really. It is something that you you put something in and you get back something, right? That's a whole situation. So if you want something, the best way you can do is to give something first, right? So that kind of attitude is so important. Otherwise, like people, if you're in a group setting, people will just say, "Hey, well, why you're even here? No, nobody, nobody wanted to work with somebody that I just complain and just, oh, I want this, like I deserve this." You just forget about that type of attitude. Now, and the next one is like a lot of people have almost like a fear of they don't know what to say uh, when it comes to the group setting, right? Or when you go in, oh, oh, they're talking something like a really cool thing. I'm not sure. So you back off, but then don't worry about that kind of things, because the best conversationalist, if you want to be, then you have to be a listener. It means it's like you don't need to talk much at all to be welcomed in a group. Rather, people are looking to what is the most interesting things to talk about for the most people, which is themselves. So all you need to do is be curious towards them, right? Attitude wise, oh, what are they? Oh, who is she? Who is he? Right? And just ask them questions about their life or what they do or something you find a little fascinating. Anything can be interesting, right? Just ask the questions. And then just listen. Hey, what are you guys talking about? Everybody just wanna talk something, right? I mean, human beings have to communicate. So don't get too intimidated by not knowing what to say. Your goal really is to listen, actively listen, and then you get to learn more. It's a win-win situation. Now, another things like this is especially for a negotiation situation, but don't focus too much on the obvious, means like money or something they offer, right? I mean that's like a really just too direct a transaction. I mean, if that works, that's great. But then there is a lot of other factors that you can actually utilize to understand what they want to have this kind of deal move forward. So, for instance, like let's say the seller say, okay, I'm gonna sell this to you, but then with this price, and then you can't really agree with this price. It's too expensive. You might want to counter. Maybe his need might not be just the money, but then it's something else, right, to cover it. So if you have that skills that he needs, like let's say if you can offer him to like fix something or exchange into some kind of goods, you can offer, and he might take it. And then if you're a seller, and then if you want to really you know sell these goods, but the buyer is not quite willing to spend money just yet. Maybe you can, maybe he might think something, right? Something in him was stopping. It's not that he doesn't have money. Maybe he just looking for something a little more personal, or something a little more extra, or guarantee, or whatever else. Come up with something. I mean, like when somebody is just talking about this superficial things and cling to it, it's generally nothing's gonna work. Even generally, like when you have a confrontation with somebody, right? You kind of stick to just obvious things, like, oh, you did this, and then oh yeah, but then you didn't do this, and then you just keep talking about it, and then you bring up all this like a bad memory, and then say the same thing. But then there is always like a background, right? Background of what went quite wrong, just generally speaking, it's basically maybe each one has the got used to too much of the victim thinking. So maybe you can say, hey, let's not shift the focus to more like a positive mindset, and see where that goes. Or if you ask something like, oh, maybe take somebody, maybe the issue was not to take somebody out for once in a while, or not discussing about the money matters in a detail. So they're they're concerned about how the money is going in the future. They're afraid, that type of things. You gotta assuage. You never really know what's behind. So go behind of what's obvious. And now a lot of people are concerned about the rejection per se, and really the rejection is the something that it comes down to the ego, right? You don't want, nobody wants to have your pride hurt or something. But when you to effectively counter it, you have to have options. I mean, it's just like whenever you go in something, don't think this is the one thing that you have to nail. Okay, just always prepare. So another preparation, prepare always to have a multiple options in anything you do. If you have if this doesn't work, I have these, right? Always prepare. Okay, if you fail this, I have a backup plan of this. Keep doing, keep finding. Okay, the one thing you can disservice to yourself is just putting yourself into the corner, and then try to figure out. It just destroy your creativity as well. I mean, constraints are important, but they're not that much to the point that you just do the only one thing. Okay, the life, you have to have the multiple disciplines, like the learnings, ideas, to have an effective solution. So another very important thing about human interaction is a lot of people thinks world is win lose. Somebody give and then somebody take. So it's like a zero sum game. This is extremely wrong or damaging mindset. The world has enough abundance to take care of everybody. Okay, it gets better and better as long as you have that kind of attitude to create this kind of situation. So your goal, whenever you are interacting with somebody, your idea is to find the win-win situation. So for instance, even if you can take advantage of somebody, right, and somebody's weaker and things of nature, you will never take advantage of these people. If if something is worth like 100, and then they don't even know that this worth 100, right? And then they say, all right, I'll sell it to you for like 20. Okay, if you know this really worth 100, okay, if you didn't know, then that's fine. You're probably lucky that you get a 20. If you know it's 100, right? And if they don't genuinely know the value, you should give them 100. I mean, that's really critical, and it actually gives you a sense of fairness, and then it actually gives you a great reputation as well, and then that worth a lot more than the deal that it just work it out in one time. I mean, if you rip people off, it has really a negative consequence on your stance or as a human being. Yeah, I mean, right. I mean, I myself, when I didn't quite know this concept, yeah, I just wanted to give myself the the best possible deal, regardless of others. But I just felt really bad after a while, and then when I think back or any of the incidents, none of the transaction really matters in the long term to me. But probably the people that who got hurt or like short-ended felt something didn't go quite well, and it is just not a bad place, not a good place, right? Not a good place to actually build any lasting relationship. And the relationship is really the best relationship is to continue for eternity, right? Until you die, to be beneficial to each other. That's kind of have also compound effect. So be ethical. You're the one. So when you have a negotiation, it's so important that you consider what other people's what they really need, what they really want, and as much as you can work it out, give something, and then you get something. Have some win-win. If you cannot even find a win-win situation, just walk away. That is the best. It was not meant to be. It's okay. No one have to lose. I don't have to lose. They don't have to lose. Right. I mean, there are many people and many opportunities, and just like optionality. Don't think this is it. It's just some situation you can really never work it out. Right. I mean, the timing might not be quite right. There is a circumstance that there's not much you can do. It's okay. I mean, you try your best to be win-win, and if you can't do it, that was not your time. So just move on. Be ethical. It goes a very long way. Now, when it comes to people's ability, focus on really an attitude and talent, not much of experience, because experience is something that you can actually learn, as long as you have those two, like a talent and that attitude, and to learn. So you can teach somebody doing the work, but the people with like a skill, like experience, but not much talent and not quite fit, and they're diligent, hardworking. Yeah, but if you don't quite have that talent, some jobs, like especially high creative jobs or more high cognitive jobs, like there's not much effect you can do to that person if they don't have those. Yeah, experience. Yeah, yeah. I'll probably talk about these things like other video, but yeah, focus on like who has more talent and the good attitude. These two are critical. And for you, if you wanna get like the 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 like a job or like really dream work or something, just have those two. And then how you're gonna express that is to talk about the problems. So another segue is really not to talk about like too much of the don't get into personal stuff like when it comes to showing your talent and things of that nature. It's a focus on the problems. Like the world has a lot of problems, right? Okay, even if you're an artist, a musician, whatever, there are a lot of like problems. So for like a musician, if you're a musician, then your music can like possibly save this company's like future or whatever, or like have a you're gonna be the one of the really like engine of a division of the huge corporation. That's fine, whatever that is. You, everybody has a problem to solve with the help of you. So what you want to do is focus on the problems. Never get into personal. That's not the point. So just show how you can solve your problems, and then if you have a talent, it shows. Like when you talk, oh yeah, this guy know what they're talking about. Talk in detail, what you know, and be honest. Just straightforward. There is no deception or anything necessary. Just say what you mean, and it reflects. If somebody takes it, that's great. It doesn't, well, possibly you might you're not explaining enough or you're not showing enough, or maybe they don't get it, and then that's not the people that you really want to go. It just as you said, as I said, there is a lot of options, so go to the other options. It's always better that the people know your worth and appreciate what you can offer, and but making sure that you prepare and that you have those merits. Now, lastly, the most important thing is that whenever you go to the group or any settings, like interacting with friends, or make sure that the culture or value that you have is something that you can admire. As I said, my friend, like it's just you know, it is really the people you hang out with, even spend time with, will make your life either go up or down. I mean, serious consequence you're gonna have who you're surrounding with. So make sure that if you're hanging out with unethical people, right? If you value that as much, you'll go that direction. No matter how strong you are, okay, how talented, it doesn't really matter. The value doesn't much. If somebody's value is wrong or you think it's wrong, they'll bring you down. There's not much you can actually change in this regard. I mean, forget about changing people. It takes like probably 2 or 3 years every single day, spending all the hours, and then likely they're not going to change. So this is the fundamental character people have, and discern carefully. And I would say it's almost yeah, I don't want to sound like using people or anything, and it's not. It's not so. You in this life, you are not just you. Means it's like inside of you, there are a lot of like different type of you, right? Like your past, present, and then your future you. And the inside of you, there is different personalities. you're obligated to spend time with people who you admire and appreciate their value in the culture. And it's the respect to yourself as well. So whenever you meet somebody, making sure, like, no matter how talented they are, no matter how rich or whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. If somebody's value, culture, whatever, this type of fundamental thing, integrity, is not there, just run. Because it, I think Warren Buffett says something very interesting, right? If you don't have that integrity, at the end of the day, intelligence and energy or smart will kill you, really. Because they're smart, cutthroat, backstabber. And you never want to associate with that. So, yeah, and yeah, so this type of idea we discussed is not really easy to implement right away or fake it. So do have this as part of your habit. Just practice and be part of the your integration of how you approach people. And the more the more you do, you adjust and you get better at it. And yeah, that's part of the preparation, like every single day. And you really have to do your best, because if you want to associate with high quality people, right? Or people that you think you admire, the best way is to be you be one of those. The more you be one of those, then if we want to hang out with, like, let's say Harvard people, right? I'm not saying Harvard is like all that, but yeah, let's say then easiest way is to be in the Harvard, right? If you want to be go to the if you want to work for, like, the top company, they have a top skill, top knowledge. Well, what's stopping you, right? Just keep learning, that type of things. So yeah, the human relation is so important. So, but then with all these tools that I talked about so far, will definitely help you.
Hi, thank you for watching. Please write down your idea in the comment section below to help each other. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and hit bell button to be notified a new video. See you next time.